time for writing workshop. Okay, you'll need to get out your story map. So once you have that, you're set to go for today. So what I'm going to do is look back at my story map from last time, look at the pictures, read the words, just to remind myself of what I was planning for my story. So my story, I decided to call it The Hard Trail. And that tells about what's going to happen in that book. So The Hard Trail. And then here's the characters. So Silas, Dan, and I. And you can see we have our skis on, so we were skiing. The setting, I drew a picture of the ski mountain, so we were skiing. And then the beginning, here's Silas saying, "Mom, follow us." Here's me thinking, oh, I don't know if I can do it. Should I do it? And then over here, here's me after I did it at the very end saying, I did it. Like my yay moment. Today we're going to focus on the beginning of your story. Remember back to being at school, we talked about when you have a beginning, it's not necessarily just one page. It might be more than one page. So I want you to think about what it is that you have to share with your audience in the beginning of your book. Now, if I just jumped right into my book and said, "Mom, follow us," people would probably be wondering, who is in my story? Like, who are the characters? And where are you? Where's the story taking place? So it's important in the beginning to make sure that you let your audience know who are the characters in your book and where is it taking place? What's the setting? So I think for the first page of my story, I will say, Silas, Dan, and I went skiing at Schweitzer Mountain. That way I've told people who's in the story and where it's taking place. Silas, Dan, and I went skiing at Schweitzer Mountain. And now we're really working on stretching our stories throughout many pages, okay? So more than one page, stories that relate, and they'll get stapled together into a book at the end. So that's what makes a book, stories that continue over one page, all relating and telling a story about the same topic. Okay, so this here will be my first page. So I'm just right now trying to figure out how many pages I need, okay? Silas, Dan, and I went skiing at Schweitzer Mountain. That's one page. And then I think my next page will be, I have to tell them, because we didn't just get there and then Silas said, "Mom, follow us." It didn't just happen right away like that. So I think I have to tell that what happened before that, where we took the ski lift to the top of the mountain. Then this is what happened. Then Silas said, "Mom, follow us." Okay? So 1, 2, 3 pages, or how many pages I think I will need. And so here's what I want to do. You can get out your pages. So now I've thought about what I'm going to include in my pages. Hope I don't forget. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and start out with a picture on each of these to help me remember, okay? So the first one, Silas, Dan, and I went skiing at Schweitzer Mountain. So maybe for that one, I'll draw our car. Oh boy. Cars are kind of tricky for me. Well, this really doesn't exactly look like our car, but I think it's okay. Right? It's okay. It's a funny picture of a car. And then up on top, we had some skis on the ski rack. I might as well draw a person in there. When you have time, I'm sure you'll do a more careful picture than what I did. I'll add a road. The road up to the mountain is pretty curvy too. Okay. So Silas, Dan, and I'm not going to write the words yet. I'm just going to draw the picture. And maybe I'll draw the mountain over here so we'll know that the mountains are there. Silas, Dan, and I went skiing at Schweitzer Mountain. Okay. We took the chairlift up to the top of the mountain. And if you don't know what a chairlift is, it's kind of these wires, and there's these big poles that support it. Okay. Got those. And then there's these chairs that kind of hang on a cable. And the people sit on the chair. And you have your skis on. Okay, so I'll say and then here's another, there'll be another chair lift here. Maybe there's another person. Usually you can sit, some of them, you can even sit with like 6 people on the chairlift all together. Okay, and then there's usually, you can see the mountains and trees. Okay, so there's my second page. So we took the chairlift to the top of the mountain, and then here's where Silas says, "Mom, follow me," or "follow us." So I'm going to draw a side. We always wear our helmets when we go skiing. We'll get that helmet on. Okay. There's Silas. Speech bubble. Mom, follow us. Okay. Here we are at the top. There's a lot of trees. So I'll add in a tree. Okay. Mom, follow us. Okay, that's the first thing I want you to do, is to go through, think about your story. How will you stretch your beginning out over maybe 2 or 3 pages? Think about how many pages it'll take to tell this beginning part. You want enough details that your audience will know who the characters are and where it's taking place. Okay? So this here, I just wrote Mom, follow us, and it's turning into Silas, Dan, and I went skiing at Schweitzer Mountain. We took the chairlift to the top of the mountain. Silas said, "Mom, follow us." Okay, so go ahead and do your pictures first, and then we'll talk about the writing. So we're going to stop this video. You'll have another one where we'll talk about the writing. Okay, so go ahead and do your pictures now.